Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Shenanaguy Plays Trails of Cold Steel. We're going to go ahead and hop right into our second day in Gran. And to the church. That's our first stop. Yes, to the church. We need to speak to her. Oh, wow. I never noticed that the materials for this doorway are different. Interesting. Anyway. Oh, hello everyone. Good day, Sister Teramis? Have you grown accustomed to Gran while I was away? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach to his work. Haha, that's understandable. He has his good points, though. Really? I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. We probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. I assume you all came along because of my request, right? That's right. We'd like you to tell us a little more about it. The request mentioned that you plan on making an offering? That's correct. I'll need a number of items in order to make it, and I'd like you to collect them for me if you're able. Do you have the time to take this on for me? I mean, I understand if you don't. Haha, of course we have the time. Sure, we'll fit you in. Thank you very much. Allow me to tell you about what I need you to do. As Lady Laura knows, it's a custom here in Gran to hold a memorial service for Saint Sandlot and the Eisenritter each year. The period in which this service is held is coming up rather soon, too. That sounds like kind of a downer. Well, it's not supposed to be a lively event. The memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of the Lions. Will the church be leading the service? The people here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots than the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Gran seems to be similar to Nord in that regard. Yeah, animism's just as widely believed over there as it is here. And yet, despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church has never once denied the existence of spirits, after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons its teachings have spread across the continent like they have. I guess Idios has a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Quite right. Getting back on topic, though, I've actually been asked to prepare an offering for the memorial service myself. Oh? Will this be your first time doing so? It will. Because of that, I'd like to practice a little before the service itself. That's why I'd like to ask you all to collect the ingredients I need for it. Ah, so that's how it is. What exactly will you be making? I'm going to be making pretzels. Huh? Those are those bready things that look like they're all twisted in a knot, right? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. I assume you're talking about that unique-looking monument in the center of the town? The very same. The pretzels here are generally baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It's even said that the Eisenritter carried them onto the battlefield in their combat rations. I suppose that explains why you're giving pretzels as an offering, then. That's quite fascinating. That's quite a fascinating historical tidbit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a chance to see Arbonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need us to get, then? Ah, yes, I almost forgot. I need you to collect 5 hardy powders, 5 clear gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up some monsters for that stuff, but what exactly is white seed? They seem to be one of Gran's local crops, according to Father Hamilcar. Unfortunately, they're not really in season right now, so none of the stores here have any. Well, I think that part should be simple enough, fortunately. Our household's head chef should have some on hand. Oh, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Right then, let's start our gathering. Where should we make our way to first, Lore's Home or the highway? I'm fine with either. We'll have to go to both eventually anyway. Quest and, yeah, whoops. The quest started, whatever it's called. An offering to the departed. Yeah, started. Right, so we probably have the ingredients we need for that already, so we're going to go to Laura's home first. Because I believe the ingredients we need from here, we can only get from here. And we can only get the once throughout the game. Hello, Lady Laura. Is there something you need from me? There's a request I'd like to make of you, if I may. Would you happen to have any white seed on hand? Of course. Why, it'd be crazy for me not to have some on hand. I've got it stored away, and I always make sure we never run out. How much do you need? I can give you the entire crate if you want. Well, I don't think we need quite that much. Well then, I suppose a small bag full should do the trick. Received. White seed. My thanks. Anything for you, Lady Laura? Well, the people here really love her, don't they? I'll say. Oh man, I'll give you the whole crate if you want. And I think that's the only thing we need to get. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the church and see if we can complete this quest already. Hello everyone, have you managed to gather the ingredients I need? We sure have, here you go. Reen handed over Hearty Powder times 5. Reen handed over Clear Gelatin times 5. Oh, and here's the white seed you wanted. Laura handed over the bag of white seed. Thank you so much, this should be plenty. Could you wait in the adjoining room while I mix a trial batch then? Sister Taramis made her pretzels and handed out a sample to everyone. How do they taste? I'm a little surprised, to be honest. In a good way, I mean. Indeed. These are actually better than I was expecting. Tasty and filling and free. Thinking that the Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep on fighting is kind of moving, really. It really is. Thank goodness. And what do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies. I was so engrossed in the taste that I forgot to speak up. They're delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional chef like Yosef. Thank you for giving me the chance to try them. Phew. Hey, Laura. There's still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Sandlot's statue now? I'd like that. After all, there's no limit on when you can leave an offering. Would you mind if we took some along then, sister? Not at all. It would be rude of us to indulge in all these on our own, after all. Please, go and take some. Received. Le Gran pretzel. Let's be on our way then. Now I've got pretzel power. Yay! Yeah. And then I believe that would, of course, be the Lance Maiden statue, right? Yeah. There we go. I'm sure this will put a smile on her face. Now all that's left is for us to pray. Are there any special requirements for prayers of this sort? Not particularly, but it is the custom to remain quiet while prayers are being offered. Whoop whoop! Let's get a prayer on then. Everyone, dots. I was focusing so hard on being quiet, I ended up holding my breath. Huh? Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be too harsh on her. Well then, shall we make our way back to the capital? Yeah, we should report back to Sister Taramis just in case. Did I say capital or... no, chapel. Thank you so much for your help, everyone. I feel bad about having you all run around just for my sake. No worries, we're always glad to lend a hand. Yeah, never done a job where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. They really were delicious. If the batch you make for the memorial service turns out that good, you have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything I can to make sure that's the case. Oh, I've yet to offer you all your reward for helping me. It's not much, but please take these. Received Celestial Bomb EX ×3. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to put them to good use. I'm messing up all the voices now. That's one down, at least. Yeah, let's move right into the other one. Quest, an offering to the departed completed. That was a pretty quick one, wasn't it? So next, we shall do the monster quest as soon as I find the doors. And then that's the... Yeah, okay. Monster quest. Monster quest! Figure out what this mysterious monster we have no idea about is. Whatever could it be? Could it be a crocodork? It's not a crocodork, don't worry. Oh, all of the fog on the highway has dissipated as well. Yeah, it's so much easier to see all the surrounding areas now. Totally. I could hardly see my hand in front of my face yesterday. Well, at least we don't have to worry about getting lost today. We might find alternate routes through the area that we missed yesterday too. It's very likely. We should keep an eye out for those while we're looking for the beast we need to slay. The beast that must be slain. The slain beast, as it were. Or as it's about to be. And this totally wasn't visible last time. No, not at all. It looks like there's a path over this way too. I didn't notice it when we were passing yesterday. The mist has cleared today, which makes seeing paths through the area much easier. I think this path leads to the top of the hill. Perhaps, but we'll need to do something about this log before we can go there. Lammy can snap a log like this like a toothpick. We'll leave the heavy lifting to you and Lammy then. Hope you don't mind. No problemo. Characters with strike-type field attacks of B rank or higher can destroy fallen logs and certain other objects.
It's my turn. Of course.
AKA, Laura can make short work of this.
My turn. I've got
Sorry,
this.
Milliam. Alright.
It's enormous. Stay on guard.
On guard, like attack? Or... Yeah, okay, that was a bad joke. Right, this way. Oh, there's a chest.
Oh wow, there's a river out here.
I remember playing in this river when I was young.
Indeed. There's also a fishing spot right there, which we don't
Ooh,
need.
that one looks tough.
Huh. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
So there does. It's running away. Run away! They're too strong!
Ooh, that one looks tough.
Yeah, it looks tough, but we're tougher. Another chest. All of these things running away from us. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Oh. Whew. Whew. Okay. I thought I missed something, and that would have been absolutely terrible. Alright.
Oh, it's so cool here, you'd hardly believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
I do enjoy this area. This is a very nice area. The Gran is awesome. So peaceful, too. This way should take us, yes, to another tree.
Of course.
Bam!
I'll handle this. I've got this.
Yeah. I think we've scoped one of those already. And, oh, what is that?
Huh. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
So there does. Very astute of you guys. Is that... It must be the monster Toval sent us out here to take care of. I've never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? Kinda looks more like some sort of machine. Any way you look at it, there's clearly something strange about that thing. I suppose that's why we've been sent to exterminate it. At this point, we can't just go back without finishing the job. Yeah, I say let's see what this monster is made of. On your guard, everyone.
Ooh, that one looks tough.
Is it scared of us? No, it's not. Doesn't want to attack us, though.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
We have to waste a critical? That's depressing. Alright, so we have to battle scope this thing, as always, because battle scopes are important. What information do we have? Phalanx J9. A mechanical monster, has immense firepower, but all else about it is unknown.
It's my turn.
Attack!
Here.
Oh,
Now.
nice.
There!
Of course.
Laura, cast sword.
I'll handle this.
Eustace, cast sword. Good job. Ooh, that did some damage.
Here we go!
And it left a burn effect. Reen, cast sword. Yeah.
An opening. Of course.
And now Laura can cast sword.
Off guard.
Ooh, nice.
Gotcha!
It's my turn.
Cast magic.
My turn.
Another sword.
Go!
Ooh, and a follow-up magic attack.
Oh, no, you don't!
Yeah, you're not hurting Laura.
turn.
No, sir.
Now's our
Yeah,
chance!
everybody.
Let's go, everyone!
Understood.
I'll handle this.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
This is our real power!
Indeed. Ooh, level up.
Nice.
Good job, guys. Is it dead? It seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. Yeah, I don't get the feeling we were fighting a living creature. A mechanical monster. What's something like this doing out on a highway near Gran? Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this? You are the one with a mysterious mechanical companion, after all. That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing's any relation of Lammy's. For one thing, it looks like it's made of metal. That's true. Aragetlum and the combat shells we used in our practical exam seem to be made of some other substance. And while they may be inorganic, the combat shells do have a certain kind of warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. But Milliam's probably right. This thing doesn't seem enough like Aragetlum to link the two. Let's head back to Gran. I have a feeling Toval will want to hear about this as soon as possible. True. He may even know something about it himself. Back to Gran it is, then. Yes, back to Gran. As soon as I can remember the exit. Right here? Yes! And now we run along the long highway back to Gran. I really like the kind of overgrown look on the path. And I love the Arcade banners, seal, flag, stuff. Yeah, all the above. Exclamations? Dots? Something seems amiss here. The town isn't usually this noisy. Huh? Looks like the liner's back at the harbor. But who are those weird people around it? Exclamations! Provincial Army? They look like soldiers from one of the provincial armies. It certainly seems that way. White and purple. I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe that combination of colors represents the Lemaire Provincial Army. But Lemaire's on the other side of the Empire. What business could their provincial army have in Gran? Hey, looks like you're back. Toval? Do you have any idea what's going on here? Word on the street is they requisitioned a liner from the wharf on the far shore. So, why we're seeing Lemaire's provincial army and not the Sutherlands is still kind of a mystery. Apparently, though, some big-shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. Another noble visiting father? Who could possibly... That's a bit concerning. Dots. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourselves? Since you returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Well, that is true. Actually, there was something we wanted to ask you about regarding that. The group gave a brief description of the monster they fought to Toval. A mechanical monster, you say? Toval? Do you have some idea as to what it might be? Well, I'm not sure. But I think I'll go have a look at what's left of it, just in case. Anyway, good work out there, guys. Here's your reward. Received! You material ×7. Now that's a good gift. I'll leave checking out what's going on at the Viscount's mansion to you. Huh. He definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right. We should see what's going on at Laura's house. Agreed. Quest! Ebel Highway Monster 2 completed! Yes. Okay, yeah, alright. Just making sure we're on track and there's no hidden objectives. To the mansion we shall go.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Yes, let's. Oh? Hey, isn't that... There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I'm nearly the lord of a minor rural region. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us want any trouble now, do we? Aye. And with that, I bid you a fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I am honored, Your Grace. See ya. Excuse us. My, if it isn't young Laura, and Eustace Albrea too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. They must know him. Yeah, but look at how tense they are. I wasn't expecting him to show up here, of all people. That's Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses and ruler of the port city of Ordis. His authority extends over the entire province of Lemaire to the west. Duke Cayenne. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what have we here? So you're at Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, huh? Exclamations? Dots? How do you... Oh, just happened to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. Dots. Enough with the chit chat. His Grace awaits. Excuse us. See ya, kids. Who were those men? They don't look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. And they did seem to know about our class. I presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Why couldn't they have voiced this scene? Father. Haha, you needed to look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. Who's begun to act? The noble faction has begun acting in secret? Indeed. For the past month, they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously? So that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future, to be attended by all members of the noble faction. The Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend. But, Father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he has also kept space between himself and the reformists, preferring to remain neutral. However, they're convinced that all nobles should belong to the noble faction, as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alburea should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Dots. Eustace, if you don't mind me asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Schwarzer is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I. I can't imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say this, so... hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving Gran again on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. Exclamations! Father? Wow, well that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all of the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them from being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Ah, Father. A prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Toval, what are you doing here? Ah, so you're here as well. Wouldn't miss the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Now, do you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Bereahard? Exclamations? Wait, then... It couldn't have. Did it belong to the Alburea family? Well, Rufus Alburea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Oh, armed escort, no less. I'm watching you. Oh, well, hello there. Dots. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir of the Alburea family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. We've got confirmation that a mechanical monster appeared on the highway outside Gran. Exclamation? Is that so? I believe this is the first time one's appeared since the counter-offensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed. What a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. Father, sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry, I can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah, and she'll pass it on. Title screen! Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. Received field study envelope August. A golden catch. Task, a golden catch. Client, Wyber. Calling all fishermen. Could someone catch me the elusive gold salmon? Find me at the Apricot's Inn for more detailed information. Wyber. When you finished up for the day, I'd appreciate it if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left you a note on the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies, and I hope you'll forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father. I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality, and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. I hope you'll continue to devote yourself to studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father, it would be our pleasure. She sure seems popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you've done for us. Catch you later, then. Give my best to Sarah. And that, my friends, is Victor S. Arcade. Why must he always be so... Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Huh? Reen's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof the daughter of the Arcade house has grown up sound in mind and body. Stop teasing me at once! Moving on, Toval has entrusted us with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Look at her, trying to change the subject. I am not! Oh man. One additional quest was added. After you return to the guild to file your reports, the time of the day will advance to evening, and the main story will proceed. And that is where we are going to end this episode. And next time we'll finish off this day and see what happens tomorrow. Yeah. So, until then, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.